better. But as I was saying, so to my knowledge, this game is based on I believe it's a murder or a mystery that takes place in the snowy wasteland. I saw the pictures, I saw the description. It seems really interesting, and I clicked on it, downloaded it, and today's going to be our first playthrough. This one, and I think one or two more of the games I've downloaded recently, I've never played before. So I'm going in blind. You guys are going to be part of this first experience, and let me know what you guys think. If you guys get bored, there's always that shuffle option. But let's jump into this and see how it goes. Also, two quick shout-outs to Nikki Cole M and Exiliana. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Yes, new game, who this? So let's go forward and start it. Graphics. Nope, not graphics. Subtitles are on. Okay, just in case someone turns on the audio or etc. Oh. I guess save file. You have 7 save files? Was that 7 or 6? Still, that's a lot of save files. Oh, we're driving. Quebec.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
So I guess we're Carl. Oh, I gotta start driving.
They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Off-roading.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
The risk. Inspect. Officers of road need to be closed to require 2 picnic tables at its gate. Good point, good point. And closing on. Let's see what else there is to inspect. Ooh, a bottle. Okay, guess we're collecting empty bottles. We could return them for, what, 5 cents? Oh, it's Canada. Maybe, like, 2. Oh! That isn't creepy. Hello? I swear, if you start talking to me... Let's climb this weird tower. Hello?
Emperor Duplessis, in spite of his conservative agenda, did a good job in colonizing the rural north, which helped to re-establish the region as an integral part of the province of Quebec. The blue fleur-de-lis could be seen fluttering in the wind here and there, taunting the red Canadian flags on the other side of the province's boundaries. Emperor Duplessis, in spite of his conservative agenda, did a good job in colonizing the rural north, which helped to re-establish the region as an integral part of the province of Quebec. The blue fleur-de-lis could be seen fluttering in the wind here and there, taunting the red Canadian flags on the other side of the province's boundaries.
An ad for Star Wars Hunters and an ad for Crisis Hotline. What a stack! Alright, we're gonna grab bolt cutters. Or a pincer, sorry. What is this? A fire starter. That might be beneficial. Is this a survival game? else to look for over here. We're just gonna run through the thicket. Hello? Okay. Put down the phone. Read the flyer. Fantastic. It will be good. There we go. Northern Quebec and its exhaustible oh, it's in French. Province of Quebec sits on an inexhaustible abundance of natural resources. Minerals could travel the world, reach places as far as Dallas, USA. Get involved and invest now. Part of the wilderness, the north is swarming with wolves, caribou, bears, partridges, foxes, snowy owls, and hordes of other majestic creatures that are every bit the equals of Africa's wildlife. We are the Africa of America. Come discover the north and experience a genuine white jungle. An ad break, and suddenly you're foraging in the woods. What happened? Oh, nothing. I just climbed the tower, got some supplies, and we got a pincer or bolt cutter, fire starters. I was learning about how the different provinces have rivalries. What kind of game is this? Oh, HDNO TV, welcome to the stream, first off. Secondly, it's a brand new game that I downloaded. I've never touched it, never played it. It's supposedly about a mystery or like a crime that needs to be solved up in the deep Canadian Montreal, Quebec area. The Africa, Jared, something, something, murder, something, something, Canada. Yeah, pretty much. The map? Can I take the map? I can't take the map. Okay. So you open that all for a flyer. Is that really it? Okay.
Still not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
Alright, back to the truck. Oh, what? That's the wrong button. Equipment, journal, consumable. Okay. Oh my god, the narrator has a Canadian accent.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here.
Okay, I can't see out any mirror. That's great.
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about
If
scheming
there's
against
scavenging
him.
for supplies, I'm just looking for any other place to pull off the road. More of these faces.
Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine,
Get a good
which
angle
gave
so we're
rise
not
to a
blurry.
wave of
Thanks.
protests and threats from the Cree people.
Cree people.
Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Can I step out?
Carl's military training had made him a very punctual man. Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the question.
Instead of sing mode, you should have accent mode for games like this. I'm not the best for accents. But I can't step
Carl
out of
was
the...
dying to stretch his legs, but he had to stay focused on the task at hand.
Oh, the narrator's telling me I can't get out. Okay, appreciate it. I just saw a truck pulled off on the side of the road. I wanted to double check, make sure everybody's okay. Nice bridge. Plot twist, the same one we just drove over. Oh, no, maybe not. There's a second one. Whoa! Yep, that happened. But are you a good singer then? I would try my best. Few hours later.
cold and the pain required urgent care.
I guess it snowed once after we crashed. My brain meter's going down. My fire. Oh, my heat temperature. Okay. Let's go check on this guy. Oh, the whole bridge is down.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help. It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
Now you gotta read it like the narrator from SpongeBob. I think he got like a French accent. A few hours later. Open, open, open. Thank you. What is that? Isabel photo.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Isabel, you gave meaning
Such
to everything.
heart-wrenching Nordic poetry that was. But Carl didn't care much about flowery language.
Okay, okay. Anything else in the car? No? Okay, we gotta move.
This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside. His life depended on it.
Where's down this way? Oh, look! Heat sources prevent Carl from freezing to death and save the game. Okay. Is there heat in here? Close the door. No, we're not turning that off.
Even better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Matches, fire starter, okay. Anything else? Aha! Start fire. Nope, what the hell? I'm still missing wood. I need wood. I'm not turning that off. Where is... Do I really have to go outside? Shite. Open the door. Give me some wood. Give me some wood. Thank you. One log. Thanks. Okay, so it's a survival game too. It's not just solve the problem. Fire. Gotta find missing love. Okay. Let's get these meters back up to normal. Okay, now I'm warm. Now what? Anything else on the shelves we can use? Rations would be nice. Okay, you keep cooking. Oh, I need another log. That's open. There's a canoe for the winter. Oh, I feel like I might need another log. Give me another log. Thank you. Okay, start a fire up there. Is there like a brazier I could light? Help me! Nope, not a thing. I can use this to look out, which is good. Okay, that's where the crash was. We have to make it downhill. That's a lake! Yeah, we're not swimming today. Survive the murderer chasing you. What murderer? Okay, this is not one of the horror games I downloaded, so don't freak me out like that. Anything else over here? No? Okay. What's down this way? Wait, I put change on the car? Or is the car done? Aha! Heal his wounds and warm up his body before going any further. Okay. So I guess we have to go back to the cabin? Maybe there's a first aid kit we can grab? I didn't see any on the tower. Okay. A key is required to open this.
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always
Jesus
carried his
Christ.
log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh. Carl moves to stay warm, and so do you. Thanks. Thanks, Nikki Colem. Okay. Cigarettes are not gonna help me. It's actually gonna ruin my first aid.
Investigations.
Piece of vandalism. Okay, so we're solving a vandalism. And now a crash. And a cold mystery. And there's more? Okay. Okay, but how do I heal? I don't see anything to heal. Cigarettes might fix the anxiety of impending doom. Okay, speaking of impending doom, I know I'm cold. I guess I can't go this way on foot. Okay. I don't want to die this early in the game, so we're gonna have to figure something out. No need to heal my wounds. Okay. I need to find something to heal the wound. Oh, maybe the trunk? Aha! Okay. Nope, would be equipment. Consumable. Cool. Healed that up. Okay, now we go back into town. Don't go too fast, it's still snow. Ooh, a sign. Manastin?
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes. The Manastan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Okay, do I make a left here? Okay, I guess I can't look at the map. Actually, it looks like a driveway, so let's just keep going. Yep, these are all mailboxes. These are all homes.
Jean-Luc Bédard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie. The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Ooh, gas station. Nice. That's a big plus. Ooh, achievement.
Surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
Okay, let's check everything else. What we got?
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottle. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
That's a big plus. Suppose that they don't go bad.
Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Okay, we gotta find a key for that. And again, the store is locked. We also need them. Oh, so holy shit!
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
So looking for...
Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
Get around to get that clue. Okay, put the camera away. Okay, put the camera away. No, put the camera away! This place is a mess. Can't get over there. Just gotta find my way around.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Well, that's not fucking scary. Let's just finish checking clues. Didn't even travel half the province of Quebec to come here. This place is a mess. Yeah, we read that one already.
Amateur hunters showing some pride at having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought. A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten.
Carl killed him. No, I am Carl. So we're just gonna leave a dead body and tell no one. Who's gonna come out here and inspect it? It's a
Jumping
blizzard.
from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
So some of these are open. General store also serves as a post office for the locals. Okay. Read a flyer. We've already read this flyer. Actually, I lied. We have not. Secretary wouldn't be luxury in here. Cash register instructions. Okay, to open the cash register, punch the price, 2 numbers minimum. Press sale, turn the crank 2 times. Punch the machine if it doesn't work. Okay, we gotta remember that. Map. Electricity turned off. Electricity from generator. Power on. Generator?
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Aha.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Okay, so we'll have to figure out that puzzle in a minute. Oh, no!
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, Was it about bears?
I need to find pliers and tape. Okay. Let me back in before the wolves get me. Thank you very much. Oh, we got tools. We have pliers. No pliers there. Are those fire starters that we might need? Yep. Okay. We're onto something here, folks. You know, aside from the dead bodies and all that. We'll get to you in a minute. What is this?
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Not stepping over the dead body.
A radiator without power is as good as a wood stove without logs.
Broken clock. Okay. Again, electricity for it. First aid kit, that would be smart. Scissors. Not the tape we need. Can't turn that on without power.
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
Customers retention, I'm a wise man. That's where I have a nice doctor's note, which I'm going to get right now. So in the meantime, I will have to close down the shop unless you would like to come and fill in for me. Wouldn't dare advise you. After all, you must know how it's done, so it's yours now. Okay.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
We can't call the authorities, friends. It's up to us. Nice. Okay, there's the key. I'm not robbing the place. Another key. This is for the garage. Okay, any other drawers that we might need? Customer credit.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store.
Interesting.
Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Oh, we're gonna need that. We have to interview slash interrogate people. What is that? Matches. Nothing in there. And nothing in there. It looks like dirt or something. Okay. Anything else we can loot from in here? Not loot, but you know, gather. More bolts. Okay. What else do we need for this? Pliers, which should be in the garage. What's that? Crumpled piece of paper. Let it be known you're nothing more than a brigand, a
Hate
robber,
was in the air.
a garbage hoarder.
Seems like some villagers barely tolerated each other.
Okay. Maybe we can put the. I'm not gonna put the flashlight down yet. Heat will help. For sure, heat will help. Never call the cops. Nothing in there. Okay. Let's start looting, friends. Cleanest spot in the area. Nope, nothing in there. Hardware. Flyers! Now we got some music in the background. Nice. least we know it's fragile. Okay. I mean, we're in French Canada. Fragile? I don't know. There goes all my Canadian followers. Sorry! Ain't gonna work. Door. Oh, we're on the wrong side. Can we open this up? No. Okay. I think I can put the flashlight down. Say it with the accent. I don't have an accent. Okay. My brain go up? My brain doesn't go up. Logic? What is this?
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
That's new.
Prince? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was it a possible lead?
I didn't see those prints there before, did you guys? Whoa, that's weird. Like two different sets of prints. Okay, hold on. Before we investigate that, let's get power back on inside. Okay, we turn on the generator, which means we should be able to flip this switch. Maybe?
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Right. Where was the light switch? Okay, that's not working. I mean, the garage is on. Garage is on. Carl's a tourist with his camera. No, he's a detective. Now that we have heat and light, what am I missing in here?
Carl was making progress, but the lift probably needed some more juice to work properly. The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Huh. Okay. So what could we use?
Carl was making progress, but the lift probably needed some more juice to work properly.
Need some more juice. What does that mean? Stock on some logs, because we know we're going to need those at some point. Nothing to check there. Maybe that's why we can't use both at the same time. That'll do it. I think that crowbar,
At
thank you very
long
much.
last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
The key is required, okay. Okay, so it's not the fragile boxes we gotta be hitting. This here? No, okay. Store is still not on. Damn it.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
Yeah, we get it. Nope, I don't need the crowbar right now. What could I use the crowbar on? Not on the dead body, for sure. Holy shit!
The murder weapon. What was that doing
Found a
there?
gun.
Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to host this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
It is as a citizen of Her Majesty and the three economic chambers of the world that I must address and follow the proper authorities. The worst is happening at this very moment. I cannot write at length, but I'm requesting it to become of my country. I believe the free world is free of danger. Member of my community, the honorable something. Okay. Does that mean now I can turn the power on? Still no frickin' light. Okay. Aha! We have light. We have power. I'm not calling the authorities, but I need pump 2 on. Thank you very much. Anything else while I was over here? I don't think so. What did I need the crowbar on? Let's just need it for later. Whoa! Got 3 shots in the revolver. Okay. Fill up the tank. So you can stick the door? Okay.
Carl knew straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Do I know where? You're not. Bullshit. What am I looking for again? Shops. Gas. Now I didn't see a gas tank to fill up, so we'll have to this way.
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The Seeker had sought.
Maybe this way. I'm sure he would tell me to turn around if I had to. Who am I going to find? You remember the name I gotta find? 'Cause I definitely don't. Okay, crash, we still don't know. Helmless murder, okay. Investigate hypothesis. LaChance. Okay. I had the right name. He's behind us. Okay. Do investigators take notes? Okay, well I left my notepad not over here. Do a quick little K-turn. What's it? The camera controls a little weird. Oh, crash again. Ooh, we're doing good. Back to the general store. He is before the general store. On the left-hand side. Right? Hold up. Yeah, he's further up. There's a mailbox. Wait a minute. Yep, we missed it. Found it. Then we're gonna need that. That's not a log, isn't it? Yep. Carl's inventory is full. Great. Can't see inside the window.
The air was freezing, right down to the bone.
What? Let me guess, just dial tone, right? Yes, I know I'm looting this guy's house, but what's he gonna do? Okay, so water's still running, even though he's frozen solid. Maybe we can find supplies to help the poor guy thaw? I doubt it. Oh, maybe.
A sudden cold snap struck Carl, who felt like he was pulled into a dream.
What? Okay, this is... I don't like this. I have goosebumps. Holy cow.
Something was hidden under the stairs.
What the fuck?
The man grabbed his rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him.
Guys, I have chills down my whole spine. Bertrand Chance, 1948. No, okay, read it out to me, I guess. Anything else to fuck with in here? Okay.
Perhaps their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately.
Is that a pun on the dude being frozen? Guys, this is fucking nuts.
It seemed like secrecy was commonplace in this house. Carl felt the cold slowly dissipate and was brought back to reality. Giselle was now only ice, and all that was left of her voice was a diary. She confided in this diary, amongst other things, the tragic story of a young woman, a victim. Was this what she was hiding?
September, mother once told me when I first met Shields that I hadn't picked the brightest bulb with a lot, and as the years fly by, I'm seeing the truth of her words. Always trust your mother's wisdom. That blackmailing scheme is a prime example of Giles' brightness. Giles? Like a small dog, he thinks he's bigger than he actually is. He growls, genuinely thinking he's scary, but everyone knows he can be pushed aside with just a little kick. He truly believes himself, and believes he can blackmail Hamilton, the big boss himself. It's going to be a long time in hell before my poor Giles can manage to pull off such a feat. After all, Hamilton's a rich, learned, and influential man. Not only is that blackmailing idea bad to begin with, let's be honest, Giles is way out of his league. He says he'll do it eventually, but I know better. Successful blackmailing requires masterful cunning, and Giles is master of nothing. Oh shit, there's more. How many pages are there? Giles has trouble sleeping. He will flail his arms and legs in his sleep. I told him that this blackmail business would be hard on him. That's the problem with idiots. They always think they're the smartest person around, no matter how hard you try and shake them. Hamilton will find out. Then we're done for it. We'll have to move to Valdor? I don't know. To live with a small fry. I'm shaking as I'm writing this. I cannot believe I have taken part in this tragedy. I haven't done anything. Why do I feel so guilty? Poor girl, she was so young. So there's a dead girl, too? Looks like they were repainting the whole house. Anything else to scavenge from in here? We just moved here. Ah, painkiller. That. Okay. Open this door. Still Yep, buddy, you're still frozen.
Looks like the holes in that puzzle are there to stay. The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste.
One steak. What do we get for collecting food now? This was her. Hit the find clock, that works. Okay, so we know there's something under there.
Ah, moving. What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
Article about the store. Since the passing of its age.
The general store, along with several more infrastructures in the area, had been acquired by wealthy industrialist William J. Hamilton. Perhaps the village should be rechristened Hamiltown.
So we know that there's something under the stairs. What else
a
is
mess. Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable. A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days. Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in.
How many clues have we had that they're just moving in?
The cross looked after a marriage's well-being and served as a motivator to uphold the priest's sermons calling for more little worshippers on one hand and cautioning against guilty pleasures on the other. Indeed, the Lachauses were still part of the God-fearing generation.
Cigarettes. That's all that was in there? Okay.
Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle.
Gilles, okay.
Bound together by the chains of conventional love.
Box full of Harlequin novels. Okay.
A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days.
So if you didn't like the look of this place, well...
Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in.
10 Polaroid film. Beautiful. We got more photos to take. Alright, time to finally look under here. Whoa.
Carl had seen that kind of safe before. With its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers, its code couldn't be broken by the common burglar.
Oh. Wait a minute. We've seen that code before. Haven't we? Saw the code. Oh. Carl, William, Giselle. Can't remember 3-digit combination. She turned to ice, waiting for her husband by the window. Okay.
That window had seemingly been left open for a while, Carl thought. Given the punishing weather, it couldn't have been intentional.
I know there's a code. I know we saw a code. Where did we see the code? Okay, now I don't need this. Where have we seen this code? Didn't we see this code somewhere?
What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
Nope, that's not it either. Okay.
It felt like old people were all these walls could see for years. The Lachances could hardly be blamed for wanting to freshen things up a bit.
Okay, what is this code? What am I missing? You guys have any idea? That clock says 150. Is there another broken clock? It's saying 3 o'clock. Nope, it's not it either. I have no idea. There's got to be another clue. Either I found it and I'm not paying attention to it, or we haven't found it yet. Harlequin novels. This is
Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
no, still no clues over here. Okay. Painting have a clue? No. What am I missing? Okay, you know what? There's something else we're gonna do real quick.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
You want to keep that one? There's got to be something I'm either blatantly missing it. Is that the A? And it's 3 numbers. Right? 3 and 5 is 8, 8 and 8, 16. 6, 7 then? Nope. Okay, we're onto something here. Because dominoes and dice. That's not, that wouldn't be it. It's gotta be in the drawers. Okay, so we got the A. Isn't there a drawer in each room? There's no number there. We did open those, right? Oh, what am I missing here? Let's just keeping open what we need open. Right? Alright, so we found the letter A. That's for sure. This could be a red herring. What are the dominoes open? Dominoes are open. Okay. What could this be? There was no drawer upstairs, right? Something else just closed. I heard it. What am I missing? This door closed. Which is telling me that we don't need to be in here, but there's something... There's gotta be a clue. There's gotta be. There are 4 knives, 4 spreaders, 4 forks, 5 spoons. We did try A555 because that was the house number. That wouldn't be it. A is on the ace. We had a 7 on the die. Nope.
Ah,
Shit.
moving. What a pleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
Is it ace 358? Or did we already try that? That's not working either. Jeez. We are missing something. see.
The pot was cold,
Okay, we know the pot is
and the
cold.
stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste.
'Cause I see 1, 2, 3, 4 knives. I see 4 spreaders. I see 4 forks and 5 spoons. Okay. What am I missing? What am I missing? Nope. Nope.
Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in.
Just moved in. Yeah, I know. We heard that part 1,000 times. What am I missing here, folks?
Many boxes scattered about.
Oh my god, here we go again.
Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in.
Why'd you got a Stetson? Nope. 'Cause there's 7 cigarette butts. 7 on the die.
That window had seemingly been left open for a while, Carl thought. Given the punishing weather, it couldn't have been intentional.
Come on. I have no bloody clue. Nope, I don't think it's gonna do anything. What am I missing? There's gotta be like one more number clue. 'Cause we have 2 of them, right? We have the die, which is 7. 1948. Okay, we found the ace. Right? That's gotta be the letter A. What about the numbers? There's 7 in there too. Okay. Which means that maybe the cigarettes are a fluke. What am I missing here? Nope, that's not. Just give me the whole night. Literally just this one fucking stepping stone.
The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste. unpleasant activity. Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
So we got a magnet. What's the magnet?
Looks like the holes in that puzzle are there to stay.
How many red herrings are they gonna throw at me? Why would these people? there's what? 10 on one wheel, 10 on the other. Jeez, that's 10 times 10 is 100 times 10 is 1,000. Oh. What's 10 is 10,000? There's 10,000 different combinations we can put here. I really don't have the time to check all of them. There's 16 dominoes. There's 7 dice. Supposedly there's a clue in this journal. It's true that Hamilton. It's true that Hamilton would still have to figure out a combination of the safe where everything is hidden. Only problem is Giles himself tends to forget the combination. He's a trick to help him remember his father's first initial, followed by 3 numbers I had to engrave behind his pendant. His father's first initial, followed by 3 numbers I had to engrave behind his pendant. Okay, so I need to find the pendant. Do I have the pendant information somewhere? Okay, so I need to find info on him. Or find the pendant. so I need to find this pendant. But where could that be? And his father's first name. In the documents. Letter from Gilles. Nope, it wouldn't be there. I have no idea. Because we didn't find the pendant, did we? Wait. I have a magnet, which means the pendant... No, the pendant wouldn't be in the safe. Pendant. It's like a necklace of some sort? Pendant. Right? Pendant's a necklace. Or a chain. French, I'm not gonna be able to understand it.
It felt
Wait.
like old people were all these
Bertrand.
walls could see for years. The Lachances could hardly be blamed
Bertrand's
for
the
wanting to
guy's name.
freshen things up a bit.
Okay, so now we know the first letter's B. So let's have that set ready to go. Now we gotta find this pendant. Where would that be? Hanging from somewhere? Pendant.
Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachances had just moved in.
Okay, where's this pendant? There's a crouch button? Now you tell me? Okay, so is the pendant nearby? I think a pendant is like a necklace. Am I wrong? Can anyone tell me otherwise? I can't be on this game way too long, guys. So once we solve this room or find this pendant, unlock that safe, we're gonna call it. Where's this pendant?
Many boxes
Oh my god,
scattered
here we go
about.
again with the fucking audio.
Carl didn't need to summon his detective
Heard that so
training to
many times
quickly
already.
figure that the Lachances had just moved in.
Where would this pendant be?
Ah, moving. What a pleasant activity.
Oh, Maron.
Of course, you'll find the record player only to find the records weeks later in some random box.
She's not wearing it, is she? No. idea. So we spent so much time looking at these frickin' drawers. Where is his pendant? Because she wouldn't have hid it from him. He needs to be able to read it. Have it out here. That's not yet in her hand, right? Where could this be? Okay. Is she waiting for him to arrive? Oh shit. First off, let's take a picture of this.
A shiver ran down Carl's spine as he glanced over another body trapped in ice. Indeed, the scene was quite chilling.
Here we go with
Carl
another
felt
cutscene type
familiar
spooky thing.
shivers going down his spine, and he was back to the realm of visions.
Oh shit.
To all appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
Beast often invades settlements bordering the lake, terrorizes the white people they never see coming. These excites the wolves, makes them more aggressive. One attacked me, I had to cut its throat, blade digging into its flesh, made the sound of a taut wire. There's a work in the beast. It attacks, curdle the blood of its victims. Know nothing of its force of nature. I saw things, but I do not understand. More footsteps. Ah! There's the
What
necklace.
could these engraved numbers mean?
739.
A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
This is spooky. Just keep running up the path, I guess. Back to the truck. Gilles' wallet.
The vision slowly faded away, like an icicle melting in the palm of your hand. Carl, back in the real world, now knew who the icebound man was.
Yep.
Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager.
So
himself.
Gilles dead too. So he's not the killer. We don't think. Okay, now how do I get back to the house? There's the corner store.
That had to be the worst parking job ever.
Could I drive this
Who
back?
was Carl to judge, though? It may be customary to park like that around these parts. Or not.
Okay, where are the prints going that way? Alright. Oh yeah, because there's his rifle. It's broken. No wolf could have done that. Oh, achievement. Last stand. Complete Gilles Lachance's vision. Put the camera away. Let's get back up to the house before we freeze. Alright, so now we have a dead guy who was shot. We have a couple frozen to death. But we have the safe combination. Let's look at it one more time. Maybe. Hold on, necklace is document 739. Okay. D 739. What do we get? Hey, dumbass, can you crouch? There it is. Compromising file. William Hamilton is a crook. He's been blackmailing everyone in the village, myself included. Like the infamous Seraphin Poudrier. This document is proof of every bribe paid by Hamilton to the federal authorities in regard to the acquisition of his damn mine. The fact that he has used his henchmen to instill terror within the village will not sway the tribunals down in Montreal, but the fact that he's been bribing government officials surely will. Jesus Christmas, Exiliana. Thank you. We prevail, written with different ink. Hamilton is not only a crook, but a murderer. Do not believe in his remorse. Thank you. Okay, is this... Can I change pages? Okay. So I guess we resolved that. Hamilton's murder. A cold mystery. Hamilton's murder. Yeah, we did that one. Okay. We're gonna. Hopefully we could trigger a save moment. There it is, saving. Alright, friends. On that note, I do have to log off at this point. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for joining me on this new Frozen adventure. I hope to see you all next time. Maybe we'll pick this one right back up. I don't know what you guys think. Not coward. I have work tomorrow. Maybe we'll pick up right where we left off here. Depends what kind of mood I'm in next time we play a solo game. But if you guys have any recommendations, let me know. If you guys were enjoying this, also let me know, because it's spooky. There's a big sense of paranormal going on, supernatural, whatever you want to call it. It seems really interesting. So we might pick this back up. I still have one other game downloaded that I haven't started yet, so we could try that out. Maybe narrow down what game options we have. Stream options, whatever you want to call it. But I do have to log off for today. So again, thank you for being here, and